Hi, it's T. Michelle Birdsong, Eve, Mother of the Earth. You're looking at Archangel Michael and his soulmate Archangel Michelle and their brother Govinda Singh Dylan, Jesus Christ, Archangel Gabriel. This is part 2 of RSSB Guru, and that's Govinda Singh Dylan, Black Widow Wife. Mrs. Jesus Christ. W for womb, M for Michelle, B for birdsong, ID for identity, O for order, W for world. Widow, womb, T Michelle birdsong, identity, orders the world. Okay, this is part 2, so I'll just start reading. Excuse me. This is where I left off on the other paper, part 1. That's the end of that revelation. So it's really come down to where we're really telling the truth in no uncertain terms. We're being very direct, although artistic in our delivery. Thank you for watching, and I hope you are able to grow as you realize the growth of your parents, i.e., Archangel Michelle, Eve, Mother of the Earth, and her soulmate, Archangel Michael, Michael Bublé, who makes people feel better after he sings. The girls feel better. As he's singing, they're feeling better. He's singing to Eve, of course, Archangel Michelle. And then there's the true guru, Govinda Singh Dylan. He is Archangel Gabriel. He has arranged this heaven on earth. This. T for thee, H for heaven, IS for is, pleasurable, I for I, and S for see. This heaven is pleasure, I see. Heaven on earth. Charan Singh once head, of RSSB said, no child should have to live without a mother. So his plot was to heal Eve so she could mother the earth. Hearth, heart. He art. Hear the art songs. Govinda Singh sings. The father of Aria Elizabeth Michelle. She is in Eve's womb. And Govinda Singh and the son is the father of Michelle, T. Michelle, and the father of the boy in her womb, Giancarlo Arturo. Okay, that's enough information for now. Well, let me just decode this word. O for order, 2. K for kingdom, orders to kingdom. Mull it over, digest it, over. O for order, V for victory, E for energy, R for her. Order, victory, Eve, energy, Venus, her, us, U.S. is us, Adam and Eve. U.S. is also the United States. Seal. She, S for she, E for Eve, energy. He, A for Adam, L for will. The seal. She, Eve, energy. He, Adam's will. Did I do this one? I don't think so. Mull it over, digest it, and be bigger. So long. L for will, O for ordered, N for entered by Govinda Singh Dylan. So the will ordered, entered by Govinda Singh Dylan. Okay. The serpent, I'll just leave the camera on the picture. The serpent who became Judas Iscariot. Well, the serpent, let's go back a minute. The serpent coveted Eve from Adam. W, I have to show you. This is a W, heaven and hell order. Became Judas Iscariot, who W, heaven and hell order, coveted Mary Magdalene, Jesus Christ's wife. He became Hitler, who coveted Eve's daughter, A1, Adam's daughter in the garden. And this was in World War II. Hitler coveted Eva Braun, who became Stevie Wonder. Hitler became Stevie Wonder, who had projected himself as Eve, Mary Magdalene's daughter, A1's being as Mildred Kendrick's daughter, being as Korean Beatrice Crowder, Miss Frog's husband, Kenneth Logan Anderson. Did you get that? Stevie Wonder projected himself as Kenneth Logan Anderson, the presumed father, PF, of Miles Red Michelle Anderson, Minnow Anderson, AN for angel, D for daughter of the sun, E for Eve, energy entered, R for her, reasoning. Angel, daughter of the sun, Angel Michelle should be, daughter of the sun, Eve, energy entered, her mother's reasoning. Minnow, M for mirror, I for pleasure, N for entered, O for order. Minnow, mirror, pleasure, entered order. Mind, M for mirror, mother, IND for trains of thought, becoming the other person, losing your identity. That is love. Okay, so she learned to love at this stage. At 4 years old, my mother told me she had never wanted me, had tried to kill me before I was born, had tried to abort me in the womb. I decided I, as a person, had no personal reason to be alive if my own mother and father didn't want me. My presumed father was not present in my life. I had only my mother's scrapbook with his pictures to know he existed. Since I couldn't find a reason I was worth a life, I decided to be my mother, who was better than me. Her life was better than mine, you see? So I followed her train of thought, her unconscious thought, except I had a dream. I wanted to grow up and have a family of my own, one that I would fit into, to feel a valid part of. I decided I would be the opposite of my mother. She had told me I had to be the best at what I chose to be. It didn't matter what I chose to be. I just had to be the best. A ditch digger? Be the best ditch digger. I had decided to be a mother. My mother. I decided to be my mother, right? I would be the opposite of my mother. I should say here that when I was in an astral plane years ago, they said, "You are the best mother in the world." So it was like an award I had won. She took me no place. My mother, when I was growing up, took me no place. I took my children everywhere. Remember, I was being the opposite. My mother, I took my children outside our poor peoples, unfriendly people, Chinese clannish, Chinese and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans neighborhood, to the artistic communities, open-hearted, open-minded communities of the East Village in Manhattan and the West Village in Manhattan, and to Washington Square Park, Tompkins Square Park, Central Park, Jefferson Market Library, Greenwich House Daycare, PS 41 on 11th Street between 6th and 7th Avenue in the West Village. I wanted to expose my children to the larger dominant culture, unlike how I grew up in a small town Jim Crow lost culture where I was unwanted as a colored girl. And the black people, the colored people, some of them gave me a hard time because I was light-skinned, so I wasn't wanted by them either. My mother whetted my appetite for big city life, showing me her scrapbook where she lived in the city. I exposed my children to music. They, all three of them, started out playing the violin. They started at the Greenwich House School of Music in the West Village. Sing and Robin were members of the Greenwich House Youth Orchestra. Melanie started taking violin at 2 years old. She studied piano as well. I found out recently that music is in her DNA. I had lived being as Ludwig van Beethoven, as A for A, S for soul, as a soul, Ludwig van Beethoven. And I found out Melanie's biological father is classical music conductor, Maestro Dr. Isaiah Allen Jackson. Isaiah was an acquaintance, fellow student of my then boyfriend, later husband, Edwin Birdsong. The son, Edwin Lee Birdsong, the son in his past life of General Robert E. Lee, the commander of the Confederate States Army. He commanded the Army of Northern Virginia in the American Civil War from 1862 until its surrender in 1865. Okay, so the South, well, I wrote it. I'll just read what I wrote. The black African slaves were the reincarnations of the Hebrews, the Jews of the King James Version of the Bible, the ones who, along with Herod, Gary Bird, Ptolemy, additionally, Judas Iscariot, additionally, ADD for add, IT for it, I for pleasure, O for ordered, N for entered, ALL for ally, add it pleasure, ordered, enter ally. Okay? So another person who was responsible for killing Jesus was Judas Iscariot. And I don't think I wrote it, but it was also Pontius Pilate, who's Michael Bublé's wife, Lozano Lopato, some name like that. Okay. And of course the Jewish people. So Judas, J-U for jewelry, U, D for died, A-S as, Iscariot. He hanged himself. Judas Iscariot hanged himself. After he betrayed Christ, he felt so bad about it. I for I, S-C-A-R, scar, C-A-R, car, R-I-O-T, riot. I scar, car, riot. Judas, whose being as Stevie Wonder was in a car accident that left him changed, scarred, mild red. Mild red scar was the loss of self-confidence. C for consciousness, or O for ordered, N for enter, F for the feelings, yeah, ID for identity, E for Eve, N for North, C for Carolina, E for event. Okay, I got a lot of words to decode here. Enter, energy, secret, Santa, world's wife, Santa's wife, world's pleasure feels Eve's energy. You get that? So Santa's wife, Eve, gives the world pleasure. Okay, and over here, blessed event, identity of Eve in North Carolina, event, even, true, True, true energy, her, he saw and felt she loved him wholeheartedly. We're talking about God. Eve went to North Carolina to see God, the Guru, Govinda Singh Dhillon, Jesus Christ. She wasn't holding back. She couldn't hold back. She was helpless before her beloved Govinda Singh Ji, Jesus, Santa Claus. She did not remember the name, but she rekindled the feeling when she was Mrs. Santa. My reason, Sant, a Sant, as Sant, a secret, at Santa, A-M for angel, Gabriel, true, T for true, Guru, Govinda Singh, bringing heaven to earth. T. Michelle Birdsong told Jesus Christ when she met with him face to face when he was being asked Charon, saying that his place, his headquarters, RSSB, was like heaven. He said, what? She said, this is heaven on earth. H for heaven is E for Eve and A for Adam, V-E-N for venturing. Heaven is even Adam, venturing, nurturing. N for enter, U for you, R for her, T for true, you, R-I-N-G for ring. Enter you, her, true, you ring, true. Eve, Christmas, Eve, Santa Ma, true, Santa Mat. And then, let's see, this is blurring. Christmas. C for C, he, her, I for pleasure, I-S for is, S-T for saint, M-A for ma, E-V for Eve. C, he, her, that's Michael, Archangel Michael, and her is Archangel Angel Michelle. See, he, her, pleasure is Saint Mas, Eve, Saint Mat, Saint Mat, true. Okay, I think I should, well, let me just do this one, then I'll stop, because I don't want to run out of time. Saint Mat. S for so, A for at, N for new, T for truth, M-A for ma, T for true. Saint Mat. Soul at, new truth, ma true. Rue the day you doubted her. Edwin Birdsong doubted her. He's now a bonobo chimp. See him pissed at himself. See him P for pissed at himself. RSSB Guru's wife, Shabnam, doubted him. Satma, she doubted. She's now an ant carrying heavy loads. As Govinda's wife, she, eyes wide open, dozed. Okay, so I'm going to end this video for now, and I'll give you the rest of the information after I've uploaded this video. So, okay, so thank you for watching, and here we go. So